Did you know that you were assigned a guardian angel at birth? Hi angels, Quiet Queen, and thank you so much for joining me again. I want to talk to you in this video about guardian angels and how to contact your personal guardian angels. But I do need to just briefly speak to you about the archangels. Archangels like Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, Ishmael. There's other one, Messiah, Lavia, Rochelle. Those are all, and many, many, many more. Those are all archangels. We all share those. Those angels are omnipresent. They can be, that which means they can be many places at one time. You typically have about 3 of those. I'll get to that in another video, but I really want to talk to you about your personal angels. Some people believe you have a spiritual angel, a physical angel, and an emotional angel. But you also have a personal angel, and that's the angel that was assigned to you at birth. This angel can go by a different name. What I did was I learned how to sit back, relax, centered myself, cleared my chakras, brought my vibration up, and asked my angel. I said, beloved guardian angel that watches over me, the one that was assigned to me since my birth, what is your name? What should I call you? And I was so surprised. I don't know why, but I should be surprised. But I was surprised that he answered so quickly. I heard it in my right ear. Everything happens to me in my right ear. And I heard a very soft, masculine, feminine voice say, Kenny. Very clearly, very softly. And I looked around like, I was so happy to hear that. And I know I didn't put that name in my head because honestly, no disrespect to anybody whose name is Kenny, I don't like the name Kenny. So if I had to choose a name for my guardian angel, it would be Kenny. But that's what I call him because that's what he told me he wanted me to call him. So Kenny is my guardian angel. And that's how I find out. It's that simple. When you want to do this, don't just sit back and force it. What's your name? And you sit and you're waiting. Relax. Don't eat a heavy meal before you decide you want to do this. Okay, don't get into an argument with anyone. Be lighthearted. Put yourself on a high vibration. I'm going to do another video and explaining to you how you can get yourself on a high vibration so that you could be chosen to astral travel and things like that and meet your spirit guide, your higher self, your guardians and things like that. You have to be on a high vibration. There's no other way that you can meet your spirit guide or astral travel. Remember I told you in another video to astral travel, to self-induce astral traveling is extremely dangerous and I do not recommend it. I do not. When you go to sleep, you're already in the astral plane. You're on another plane. You can travel. You just need to do it the godly way, the right way, the guided way. Okay? Don't self-induce it. That's dangerous. Anyway, I don't want to digress. But my guardian angel loves me unconditionally. Your guardian angel loves you unconditionally. And he or she is your guardian angel. They could be male, female, or no sex. They typically have no sex, but they'll come to you in a way that you will accept and it's easy for you to understand. I'm going to share with you my personal story. Remember before I told you that my glasses was always being taken by mischievous little fae, and I'm learning to like the fae. I'm learning to appreciate them. I believe that they're doing that because they want to get my attention, and I'll do a video on that too. But I was just sick of my glasses coming up missing. They would come up missing or they would break. My earrings would come up missing, my phone, my keys, but especially my glasses. I would keep them like 2 days and I would have to go get them. Now, this is the longest I ever kept my glasses. It's been over a year. I was washing my clothes one day in the laundry room and I was so angry I couldn't find them. I said, "You're supposed to be my guardian angel." I began screaming at my personal angel. I said, why do you let this happen to me? You're supposed to guide me. You're supposed to guard me. You're supposed to help me. I was just angry. I needed to take it out on something, you know. I felt really bad afterwards. But do you know, I never misplaced my glasses again. My glasses have been stepped on, sat on, tossed across the room. They're fragile, but I don't know why they haven't broken. I would have lost them lots of times by now, until eventually they would have just been gone. But I haven't. So and then I felt really bad for yelling and screaming at my guardian angel. That's not the only time that I yelled at my guardian angel, because things was not happening the way I wanted to happen. I was confused. I was upset. I went there with Kenny. But each time I did, I got what I wanted just like that. And I was talking to someone that has great knowledge. I was getting some feedback. Your guardians don't mind how you talk to them. Let me rephrase that. It doesn't matter if you have something that you want them to do. If you have if you seek their assistance, doesn't matter if you write it down. It doesn't matter if you sing it. It doesn't matter if you say it to yourself. It doesn't matter if you say it out loud. It doesn't matter as long as you're on a high frequency. And the most important ingredient is being sincere. You can scream it to the rooftop. They don't recognize your emotion. They recognize only your sincerity. I was so sincere. My vibe was so sky high because I was so annoyed. But that annoyance was sincere because I really needed you. Where are you, Kenny? I really need you. That's what Kenny felt. So that's what he gave me what I wanted. If you don't ask, they can't help you. They're not allowed to help you. They're not allowed to intervene. They're sitting there. I can just imagine some of your guardian angels doing like this. I mean, I got you your back, but you won't ask. How will one know you're thirsty unless you ask for water? Drink up, ask. They cannot help you unless you ask. I'm going to give you another example. I was driving one night in my husband's car. He was out of town and my car wasn't working at the time, and I needed to drive. And his car, the license plate was, the tags were expired. And I kept driving around and said, okay, I need to get home. But I have a feeling the police is going to come up behind me. And that's exactly what happened. And I thought, oh my goodness, he drove right up behind me. You know when they're about to stop you. He went really fast up, and I could tell he was punching in the numbers. And I said, Kenny, don't let him give me a ticket. Kenny, don't let him give me a ticket. Kenny, don't let him give me a ticket. I turned the corner, and I saw Popeyes. I wasn't thinking about going to Popeyes Chicken. I turned in, and I pulled up and ordered something that I didn't want. And he was still over there. He drove past, and he just sat there. I came out the parking lot, and I looked. I wasn't going to go in his direction, but I turned the other direction, opposite of him. Why didn't he pull over and stop me? He knew my tags was, but he just sat there. He knew my tags were expired, but he didn't pull me over. Calling your guardian angels, they have power. They truly do. Now let me tell you, you can also see your guardian angel. Some people can see archangels. If you have a pure heart, that's why children, pay attention to your children. They can see these beings. And you can see them too if you cleanse your heart. Okay? Cleanse your heart and be pure. And I'm going to, in future videos, show you how to make a meal that will be helpful in raising your vibration. I'm going to give you like 9 or 10 ways to raise your vibration and a menu that you need to eat most every day for at least 21 days. This is a high vibrational meal. Okay, it's delicious, but I'm gonna tell you right now, it doesn't have meat in it. No meat on this menu, on this particular meal. So I'll show you that. I'm gonna take y'all in my kitchen. But that's in a little bit. But anyway, my guardian angel came to me, like I said, in the way that I would understand. I was driving to work, and you know how you use your peripheral vision? I saw my peripheral vision because I was doing my one word affirmations, you know, saying positive words over and over and over again, and I was singing to him. Now I'm not gonna sing you the song that I sing to my guardian angel because it's kind of embarrassing, maybe one day. But I was smiling and staying on a positive vibration, and I saw him on my peripheral vision. He was on the right, on the passenger side, and he had the body of a 3-year-old child. And he had, oh, have y'all seen Harry Potter? I think it's 3, where the Adobe character was on there, and he was a slave. He had those big ears. Well, my guardian angel was thin and small in stature like that. He was attractive. He had a very mature looking face, but he had a body of a child. And he wore a t-shirt, but it was a white t-shirt and it was clean. And he had something in his hands. His little hands, you know what a 3-year-old hands look like? They had their hands are so little and chubby. They still have dimples in it where the knuckles are. And he had something. He looked like he had an ink pen and piece of paper in the other hand, you know, and he would just hold, he just looked like a little kid holding toys or something, you know, and a white t-shirt, and nothing else. It was clean, but it came down past his knees, and his legs were thin, his feet were thin, almost like he had no bones in his feet, and they curved like that, like a fish's fin. You know, almost looked like he had rickets. You seen a baby when they just learned how to walk and they had rickets? They're real bow-legged. That's rickets, and that's what it looked like. His legs were so thin and frail, and he looked up at me. He was a handsome angel. He sort of looked Asian. I think maybe because I'm attracted to Asian men. Maybe that's why I saw my guardian as looking Asian, like Korean or something like that. But he had darker skin, and he had straight black hair, almond eyes, and he looked up at me, and I'm still using my peripheral vision, and I just couldn't turn to look at him. I don't know why. Maybe he didn't want me to. But I saw him well enough in my peripheral vision, and that's what he looked like. And he smiled, and I felt that he was saying, good job, or that he appreciated me for appreciating him. And later, you know, when I got to work, when I get to work, I always write notes to my guardian in the morning before I start my day. Before I sit down at my desk, I do all my doodling, and I thank him. And I heard him say, that's not necessary. I also apologized to him for screaming and shouting, and I heard him say, that's not necessary. And then, because they don't mind, as long as you are sincere in getting their attention, they're like, I'm just glad you asked. I got your back. I'm just happy you asked me, finally. So that's what you need to do to get your guardian angel attention, is just be sincere. Be sincere. All right, so I'm going to close this video down and, you know, do another video. I want to, you know, teach you all or tell you about how to raise up your vibration so you can astral travel, meet your spirit guides, meet your higher self, which is you. You are love. You are. Okay? So thank you so much for listening, and I will talk to all of you soon. Have a good one.